Did you know that lithium-ion batteries don't do well in cold temperatures? They can't be charged below freezing and totally shut down if the battery temperature drops below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Check out our solution for an inexpensive, do-it-yourself battery heater that can be built easily and quickly. Hi there, this is David and Marcy Lynn, the Just a Little Further crew, and we're here with another how-to video. Hope you enjoy it.
Our battery bank consists of two 100 amp hour lithium-ion batteries. I'll give you a quick overview of the parts needed to build the heater. If you look in the notes below this video, you'll find a link to a more detailed list of the parts. These silicone heating mats that I found on Amazon will heat up when you connect them to 12 volts DC. These thermal switches will turn on when the temperature drops below about 40 degrees Fahrenheit and turn the circuit back off when the temperature rises back up above 40 degrees. These 1-inch thick foam panels can be cut to size and then used to insulate the batteries. You'll also need an assortment of red crimp connectors. To hold the heater mats, switch, and insulation in place, I used water heater insulation tape, which can withstand high temperatures and sticks well even at cold temperatures. The wire I used was 18 gauge stranded. For our van I needed about 5 feet. Our van has a fuse panel to make the connection to the battery. If yours doesn't, you'll need an inline fuse with a 2 amp fuse to make the connection to the battery. This is the schematic of the circuit. A connection is made from the battery through a fuse to the thermal switch. The other side of the switch is connected to the first heating mat. I used 4 mats, 2 in each battery. The mats are connected in series. The second thermal switch on the negative side is not really needed. I added it as a redundant safety measure in case the first one fails. One side of that switch connects to the last heating mat, and the other side of that switch connects to the battery negative. Use a strip of the heater tape to temporarily attach the mats to the batteries. Make all the crimp connections between the heating mats and from the heating mats to the switches. Use the 18 gauge wire to make the connections between one of the switches and the fuse, and between the other switch and the battery negative. I used ring terminals to make the connections to the fuse block. Use more of the insulation tape to secure the mats and switches in place. If it's cold enough, now is a good time to insert the fuse and test the circuit. I estimated that the current draw should be just over ½ amp. What I'm seeing is slightly more than 0.6 amps, which is certainly in the ballpark. I did this on a cold day. On a warm day, you'll have to get creative to test the circuit. Maybe lay an ice pack against each of the switches. Next, I cut the foam panels to size. The dimensions of the foam pieces I needed are given in the notes below. If your batteries are a different size or mounted differently than mine, you'll need to modify the dimensions accordingly. Use a straight edge and a box cutter to score a line on the panel. Then use the box cutter to deepen the cut. Finally, snap the foam along the cut. I cut pieces to fit all 4 sides of the 2 batteries. Tape the foam in place with more of the water heater tape. I also cut pieces to fit the tops, leaving the terminals and cable areas open. And this is the final look. Let's check to see how the heaters are doing on a cold day. We're currently in Rhode Island and it's a brisk 36 degrees this morning. Our Renogy batteries are Bluetooth enabled. The Renogy app lets me check the state of charge, the current flow, as well as the internal cell temperature. As you can see, the left battery is at about 55 degrees Fahrenheit and the right battery is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The battery heater appears to be working just fine. There is one caveat to be aware of. Batteries heat up when charging or working hard, and the foam panel should be removed during the summer months to prevent the batteries from overheating.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button below. If you want to see more of our how-to, travel, sailing, road trips, and trekking videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also blog and update our website regularly, so check us out at www.justtalittlefurther.com. Bye for now.